On Mount Carmel, under storm-heavy skies, the greatest showdown in Israel's memory was about to unfold. 450 prophets of Baal filled the ridge with frantic motion and torchlight. One man stood opposite them, Elijah, the prophet of the living God, cloaked against wind and dust. The people of Israel gathered, their loyalties trembling. The nation's soul seemed to hang on a single question. Elijah's voice cut through the noise. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. He dared them to decide. For a moment the crowd fell silent, the challenge set, the tension like a held breath before thunder. For hours the prophets of Baal raged around their altars, a cyclone of prayer and ritual. They danced, they screamed, they slashed themselves. Drums pounded and voices rose until throats were raw. They begged their God for any sign, frantic with belief and fear. The altars smoked, but no fire came down. Their cries never drew an answer. The silence that followed was heavy, not peaceful but accusing, and the people watched, confused and unsettled, as the promised power failed to appear. Their God remained mute as stone, and doubt began to ripple through the crowd. Then Elijah moved among the witnesses with steady hands. He rebuilt the altar of the Lord from 12 broken stones, one for each tribe, restoring what had been torn apart. He arranged the wood, laid the sacrifice, and spoke a command that shocked those watching. Fill 4 jars with water and pour it over the offering. Servants obeyed. He had them pour 3 times until the stones, wood, and the trench around the altar were sodden. Water ran, steam hissed on hot earth, and droplets caught the dying light. The act was deliberate, a memory ritual and a test, forcing expectation to the edge and asking the people to reckon with what true power looks like. As evening thickened, Elijah lifted his hands to the darkened heavens. "O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel," he prayed aloud, voice steady and reverent. "Let it be known today that you alone are God in Israel, and that I am your servant." The words were not a litany but a proclamation, a pleading shaped by history and covenant. Around him the wind slowed. The mountain seemed to hold its breath. Every ear strained, every heartbeat matched the cadence of his plea. The scene tightened, anticipation coiling like a spring. The moment before a world changes. Then heaven answered. A blinding white gold bolt of fire lanced down and struck the soaked altar. It consumed the offering, the wood, the stones, even the dust and the water in the trench. Everything turned to vapor and ash in a single holy flash. The mountain filled with light. Thunder rolled like the roar of a people confronted by God. The crowd fell to their faces, voices breaking as one. "The Lord, He is God." That cry spread from mouth to mouth until fear became worship, and a nation remembered its covenant. In the hush that followed, ash drifted like slow snow, and dawn's gold hinted at a new beginning. A stillness that held the weight of what had just been revealed.